We are good together. We day for you everywhere you go.
Son, we are so proud of you for setting up this hospital. I really love those hospital beds and waiting chairs. By the way, did you import them?
No, Dad, I didn't. I actually got them from Kindle Books and Stationery right here in Ghana.
Wow. We also bought our office supplies, safes, executive desks and chairs from Kingdom, and they gave us expert advice on how to set up our office.
Guys, that makes 3 of us. I also got our sofa and bedroom sets, plus our dining hall furniture for our new home from Kingdom.
Wow, Mom, that makes 4 of us. I usually get my stationery items from Kingdom, and my teacher also mentioned that our classroom furniture was provided by Kingdom.
So there you have it. Whenever you're thinking about setting up an office or acquiring furniture for your home, etc., Kingdom Books and Stationery should be your first point of call. With over 40 years experience in the industry, we stock and supply a wide variety of globally sourced office and home furniture, stationery and equipment. Visit our head office, Osu Akwaje, or our office near the Osu Stadium. We're also in Tema Community 1, opposite Olam SHS, Kumasi KNUST campus, UCC Cape Coast, and now at the Marina Mall, Airport City. Or call us 0302 764101, 764209, or 762792. Visit our website www.kingdomgh.com.
My name is Gordon. They call me the Comedy Berlusconi, CEO Berlusconi Record, the Olio Susu Bishop. What the Africa Black Cappuccino, the Romata one of Udu Kingdom. If you don't know me, I don't know you too. It's one.
The night of 1027 laughs and music. Boxing Day, 26th December, 8 p.m. Grand Arena at the Conference Center. Limited tickets are on sale at 250 Ghana Cedis Premium and 400 Ghana Cedis VIP at Charterhouse and Nalem stores. For tables, call 0501 288 520.
Joy to the world. It's Christmas on Joy 99.7 FM.
Joy 99.7 FM.
Welcome back to Business on Newsnight. Now, hoteliers fear the second wave of COVID-19 in some developed countries may go along to head the industry locally. It follows the second strain of the virus in UK, which has led to some flight cancellation and lockdown in some European countries. But for these hoteliers in Ghana, they fear that could hit them badly because majority of their clients are from the European countries. Dr. Akanyamika is president of the Ghana Hotelier Association of Ghana.
Obviously, we are worried that there is a second wave in some European countries, especially the UK, that will affect international visits to Ghana and consequently affect patronage at our hotels. However, you see, George, we are very conscious of the fact that the uncertainty of our business environment will remain until a cure or vaccine is assessed by the global community. So we are not really in a haste to say that we are back to normal and everything will proceed as normal. We are very conscious of the fact that we are still in uncertain times and things will take time to get back to normal.
President of the Ghana Hoteliers Association, Dr. Edward Aka Nyamike. Now, the Building and Roads Research Institute of the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research has begun testing materials to support Ghana's government, One District, One Dam project. The initiative is meant to provide better building materials to address the challenges with the dams when they are constructed but actually collapse after a short while. Prince Apia has the rest of the story.
Government One Village, One Dam initiative has come under a lot of criticisms because of the quality of construction. The Building and Road Research Institute is therefore undergoing testing of building materials that can serve the purpose better. BRRI Dr. Daniel Asensu-Jembibi spoke to Loud Business after the institute was recognized for being the most commercially oriented institute under the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, CSIR.
In the area of building, we are in league with Get Fund. We are doing a lot of projects for Get Fund. We also did some auditing for them, and the audit is intended to ensure value for money in the construction industry, apart from supervising their risk.
The award, which is the first ever organized by the institute, is meant to compel all the 13 units under the council to commercialize their research works. Council Chairman Professor Kingsford Adabo says the initiative will encourage all the 13 institutes to generate enough revenue from the work that they produce.
We have about 30 institutes span across the whole of the country, Ghana.
Meanwhile, BRRI won the Chairman's Trophy, which is the first prize, followed by Oil Palm Research Institute at Kade and the Corps Research Institute at Fomesa, both at second and third place respectively. Dr. Jembibe is positive this award will spur them on to generate more revenue.
And that is Prince Appiah's report. Now, the Ghana Investment Promotion Center is asking the public and firms to disregard reports about the fund being set up by the outfit to support businesses. Now, this has led to that set operatives behind this scheme creating a fake opportunity fund application forms to woo businesses. A statement from the Ghana Investment Promotion Center noted that it has nothing to do with this fund. The GIPC, however, wishes to dissociate itself from this opportunity fund initiative and state that it actually has nothing to do with it and it's a fake document. We firmly have to actually draw the public's attention that they have nothing to do with this thing and they should actually disregard it and see this purely as a scam. The managing director of the Ghana Stock Exchange, Kofi Amoas, co-chaired the Africa Regional Committee of International Capital Markets, have been formalized. Now, this was after he was introduced to members of the prestigious Committee of Regional Representatives at a meeting earlier this month. Other notable members of the association include the Bank of Ghana, the Central Securities Depository of PLC in Nigeria, as well as other institutions in the West African region. They believe that being members of this institute will go a long way to help the Ghana Stock Exchange tap into the rich resources of the association by actually working with other members in the region and across Africa as well to leverage on their strength to grow the industry as well. And that's all for business on Newsnight. Back to you, Evans.
Thank you very much, George. And I still will stay with the controversies surrounding the Tuchiman South parliamentary elections. We've had the NDC today. Joining me on the telephone line right now is Martin J. Mensah-Kosa. He is the NPP's parliamentary candidate for Tuchiman South, and he is the individual the EC declared a winner in that particular constituency results elections. He joins us on the telephone line. Mr. J. Mensah-Kosa, thank you for your time here on Newsnight. Mr. Kosa, thank you very much for your time here on Newsnight.
Thank you. Thanks very much for having me.
Great. I'm pretty sure you followed the NDC's press conference today. They put out their pink sheets. They claim to have all 267 polling stations, and they put the tally, and they say it comes down to a win for them, and the win for them amounts to more than 50,000 votes. To be very specific, they put out a figure of 50,306. What's your reaction to this?
Thank you very much, Evans. Once again, I followed bits of it. I'm completely at a loss as to exactly what's happening. I ask myself whether we are speaking from the same pink sheet that we were given out of this election. Because out of the NDC so-called pink sheets, they have produced different results out of that election in December. On the 10th of December, the General Secretary of the NDC, Mr. Sheldon Setia, claimed at a press conference that they won 50,569, and the NPP candidate, which is 49,874. At that time, there was a difference of about 695. Former President Mahama again claimed on the 11th that they had won 50,417 against 49,825 for me. That makes a difference of 592. Now, what is even more significant is the candidate who contested me. Yesterday, on Joy News, earlier in the day, midday, he spoke to your colleague Opoku Gabo, and he was very emphatic that he had won the election by 700 votes per their pitch. Later on, some hours after, he had won by 2,000 difference per their pinch. Today, the minority in a press conference, together with the candidate president, who gave two different speeches, is saying that he's won by 50,013 as against 5306. But you see, even yesterday, on your network, I think he spoke to you. Again, the figures changed yesterday when the NDC candidate spoke to you. He had won by a string sheet 50,420 as against 49,855 for me. So if you look at all these figures, in a matter of 2 weeks, the figures have changed per the NDC string sheet about 5 to 6 times. And these are leading members of the NDC, including the candidates and the minorities in parliament. It tells you something fishy is happening. And I'm not too sure what exactly it is that they are speaking to. This evening, I hear that it's now 293. No longer 700, no longer 2,000, not 695, or the meaning that has been banded around. Certainly something doesn't add up, and somebody is being dishonest. I won this election, duly declared, and I think that there's every legitimacy about it. Wanting to use Patapa to get a parliamentary majority to it won't work. And I'm happy that they claim they are speaking to their people. Everybody who went into this election has their.
Yeah, so I guess that is the next. The next question is, you, I suppose, also have all your pink sheets from 267 polling stations.
Absolutely.
What figure have you done your own independent collation of these pink sheets?
Our collation virtually tallies what the commission did.
Okay, so you said virtually. I mean, can you give me a number?
It was, 49,682. That's against 49,205 or so for the NDC candidate.
These are the figures, and I have the EC figures. These are exactly what the EC figures are. That's what you have on yours.
Yes, that is the figures that were on the pink sheet. And that's what they are singing for. And so I'm surprised that one political party, one candidate, has given us 5 different figures as what their win should be. And I think that the media ought to be interrogating that. It is quite serious. We cannot allow this to stand. I mean, you don't take all of us on a merry-go-round. So which of the figures they started with it? The one that he mentioned on your platform yesterday to you, yourself, Evans, or those he said to Opoku Gabo before speaking to you, or what the minority is giving us today. Just suppose that is what former President Mahama gave us on the 11th, and what the NDC General Secretary said gave us on the 3rd. Why are the goalposts changing every minute? It is same with the presidential election. In one breath, Akufo-Addo lost, and it's being stolen for him. Now they've shifted from that angle completely, and Techiman South has to do a trick for them. I take consolation from the statement made by the minority leader today on their presentation of a petition to the Electoral Commission. He said that Techiman South is critical for the balance of power. I do appreciate that, but we need to be fair to the truth. We cannot pick and choose and bandit things around the way it's happening.
All they ask for, though, is that, simply do a recollection of Techiman South to put this beyond any reasonable doubt. Would you agree to that?
Our electors are governed by law. I had them, resorting to all quoting copiously from CI 127. The provisions in there, the relevant regulation, which is 43 coming up, you have to do the right thing. After collation and declaration, find out what provision allows or what is there to be done. You go to the court. I'm taken aback as to what else has to be done when you have figures against mine. We only have to resort an independent body, and that for me, as the law allows, is the court.
Hold the line for me, Mr. J. Mr. Konsa, because I've just been joined by the deputy minority leader who led the minorities presentation today of their pink sheets on Techiman South, Mr. James Klucha. Mr. Aviji, thank you for your time here on Newsnight.
Thank you very much.
There's one important clarification I want to get from you. Yesterday, we spoke to the parliamentary candidate for Techiman South, Mr. Bayer.
Okay.
And in that conversation, which was live on the same network, he said he had all the pink sheets, and I asked him how many votes he got from the tabulation of the pink sheets. He pulled a figure at 50,420. That's last night. Your figure you put out today was 50306. Why the difference? I mean, from the same pink sheets from the NDC.
Because as the deputy leader of the House, I need to confirm myself the figures that are there. So what I did was to call for all the pink sheets and go sheet by sheet to tabulate all the figures. The 265 polling stations plus the two special polling stations, making 267 have been collated. And so the difference, as we show this afternoon, is the correct difference that we have. So whatever figure has been given to you, probably they might make some mistakes in the collation, but we have taken time to go sheet by sheet and make sure that we capture the correct figures on the pink sheet. So what we are giving you is the authentic one.
Okay, so we should disregard the parliamentary candidate's own tabulation.
Of course, yes. In fact, the parliamentary candidate will also support my position because that is what we have done.
Okay. But again, we just have on the telephone line the MPP parliamentary candidate. He had gone back and in fact referenced Asirun Ketia, who put out a different figure. John Mahama also, he claims, put out a different figure.
Even
what do you say to that?
Issue. I've told you what we have gone through to come up with a new figure. So the new figure is the thing. Once the figure is showing that there is somebody who has won, whether the difference is 1, 2, 3, or 1,000, we have done that, and that should be the thing. Look at UC. UC has changed the figures more than 6 times. UC has changed the figures 6 times, and we are even calling the UC to come out with a correct one. We have come out this afternoon that this is the correct figure, which is the vote obtained by the two candidates. UC should also come out and say that the figure we have put out is correct or it's not correct.
It's not correct. You
then
put out
do it publicly.
The primary
publicly.
The primary evidence you need in any election challenge will be the pink sheets. You today put out all of your pink sheet for Techiman South, right?
Yes.
So you have the evidence. I mean, the only place you can go to compel the EC to do what you wish for is the court. Why aren't you taking it there?
The EC claim they have declared the result. Why is the declaration sheet? Evans, why is the declaration sheet? Why can't they give us the declaration? You as a journalist, have you seen the declaration sheet?
We asked that question today because the law, we read the law. The law says it has to be posted, right? The declaration has to be posted at the EC's, if I'm not mistaken, the office at the regional level, at the constituency level. We haven't found it yet, and we asked the question of the EC. We are waiting for that result, for that.
So that is the problem of the EC, not the problem of NDC. It's a problem of the EC. EC must come out with the declaration sheet.
So, but the question remains, Ms. Abeji, that assuming what you're saying is true, that they haven't published and haven't given you, which again is a violation of the procedure in law, it's only again through the court that you can rectify this.
Why you people find comfort in the court too much like this? Is that something that you are hiding from us? We are saying that EC have not declared a result. No collation has been done. EC should come and do the collation and declare the result. That will be the end. Is that too much to demand? And you are forcing us to go to court. Is there something that is hidden in the court that you think that when we go to court, we do not favor NDC?
No, I mean,
why is the EC dodging the collation?
I guess the question that remains is, what do you do then if the EC doesn't do what you ask for?
That's a different question. That's a different question. But we are saying that we have done our collation and we know that NDC has won the election. EC have declared the election. They claim they have declared the election. Give us the collation sheet. They are not giving it to us. The declaration form, give it to us. It's not coming forth. Then come out the way you were able to get the result to declare. Come and do that collation openly for everybody, the whole world to see. You have refused.
Okay.
Why is this too much difficult for the EC to do? Okay. And you, the media, cannot push the EC to do this.
I'm pretty sure you followed. We've asked these questions.
Please do. Your pushing is not enough.
We've asked these questions, Ms. Aveji. But you see, but that's why we keep. Sorry, Mr. James, just a second. Okay. That's why, Mr. Aveji, that we are media, right? Our power, it's just what it is. We just sit here, we talk, we ask questions, and that's all we do. We don't have any compulsion. Nothing we do can compel anybody to act in any particular way. But you can go to court and secure that compulsion.
Okay.
Ms. Aveji.
Yeah.
So what is stopping you from securing that compulsion? We can't secure that for you.
That decision should rest with NDC. We should take that decision whether we'll go to court or not. You cannot force us to do it.
Okay. Mr. Kosa, you've heard him. By the way, have you seen the official declared result from the Techiman South, which you are entitled to and must be posted according to law?
Yes, Evans, I'll come there shortly. There is an attempt to try this matter in the court of public opinion rather than the legal courts, and for whatever that is intended to achieve. Again, there exists evidence that there was collision. In fact, the NDC filed a suit at the Sunyani High Court on the 11th. On that document, or in that suit, they were calling for a recollation. If you say there was no collation, how could you have been calling for a recollation? The suit you filed on the 11th of December in Sunyani. You cannot be shifting the polls like that. There are videos and picture evidence of collation. Again, videos of evidence which happened in the collation center. The NDC dignitaries who attended the collation, the candidate himself present in the videos. The NDC regional chairman for Bunu East, Yunus Owusu present. The former deputy minister for education, Alex Treme, NDC former MP present. The former MC, all of them, every NDC bigwig in Bunu East was present at this center, together with the candidates. The declaration is on video. There are screenshots of projected figures on the wall.
I mean, yesterday we confirmed we have a video for the declaration.
I find it difficult to understand there was no collation.
Yeah, I mean,
you are in court asking for a recollation. So how do you recollate when there has not been collation?
Because of time, have you been given a final copy?
Yes. You know, when this whole happened, they decided not to sign the declaration sheet, the summary sheet. Sorry, so they left. Our agents were there. We signed. We took a copy. But if you see the videos, everybody had to run for their lives. Look, there was a total chaos, which led to the unfortunate shooting of.
Yes, I mean, yes, that's true. We've been there. We've seen it. But I guess the question: do you have your copy now? Do you have a copy now?
Yes, we have a copy. Okay. You picked it that day. We stayed and signed. Once you sign, you pick a copy. They refused to sign in protest and left. And I'm aware that even as of yesterday, the EC is begging them to go for their copy. They won't, but they will choose to come to the public domain and misrepresent the facts.
Mr. Mensah Kosa, I am grateful that you joined us. And seriously, we're still working to see if we can get some clarity from the EC on a few of the issues that had been raised. And when we do that, Manich will bring that to you. Let's wrap up with sports now. Pretty heated, right? And
very interesting, you know. And I mean, for even me as a layperson, the obvious question is, why is the NDC not going to court? I mean, you have the pink sheets. You go to court, you can get a court to compel the EC.
The media is not pushing enough.
Well, it's not up to the media. It's not the media's job to compel the EC to do anything.
We have absolutely no stake in the matter. No stake whatsoever in the matter.
Interesting. Let's do the sports now.
Our stake is simply to ask the questions, which is what we've been doing since before the election. So we'll continue asking the questions until we get all the answers. But tell me what's in store.
I hope they go to court, though. Now, the former vice president of the Ghana Football Association, George Free, has accused the president of the GFA, Keto Kraku, of gagging members of the football community. According to him, Yakubu Abdul Salam was threatened and cursed for accusing the leadership of the GFA of selecting their players for the just ended WAFU Under-20 Zone B Cup of Nations.
You need the football people to cast the vote for you to become the FA president. I'm saying this to help my brother Ket. You need to try and get everybody on board. I'll tell you something. In recent times, I hear Yakubu made a comment on the Asempa, your sister station. And he called me the next day that people are calling him to threaten him, sending him text message, threatening him. What is this? He called me the next day after granting that interview that people were sending him threat messages. People were cursing him. Where from this? Now, have we gotten to a point where nobody can speak his mind? The FA president, the current sitting FA president, publicly came out why a player has not been called, his own player has not been called into the national team. So where have we gotten to at a point where nobody can question anything in football?
As our former FA Vice President George Efriye and Napoli have won an appeal at the Italian Olympic Committee over a point deduction for missing their Serie A game at Juventus in October. The clubs will now meet in a rearranged fixture after Juve were originally awarded a 3-0 win. The decision sees Napoli move up to third on the table on the same number of points as the reigning champions. That's your sport.
Hans, thank you very much. Ready for Christmas?
Definitely, but I'll be working, so yeah.
You'll be working?
Yeah, I'll be working.
Christmas Day?
Yes. I'll schedule out. I'm going to be here all through the Christmas period, and then I'll get some rest.
Why are you pretending as if you're not going to be off next week?
Next week? No, I'll be here.
New Year.
New Year, I'm going to be off.
Yeah, so you're not.
But you are specifically about Christmas.
Yeah, so you're not
I'll
being,
be working.
You're not being specific with
Menu and I will be off, in the new year.
Okay, I want to leave you with a Christmas carol as we exit the building. Enjoy the rest of your evening.